Hello, it's Deborah from Madison's and welcome to my latest weekly video news from Madison's. Double Madison's there. I'm all a bit out of it from the bank holiday weekend. Wasn't it glorious, the weather? Do you know, I always say it quite often, but we sell more houses when the sun shines. People feel good, they feel motivated, they feel ready for a change, and houses obviously often look exceptional in the sunlight. So yeah, it will hopefully be a bit of good weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing all the viewing feedback. We're still super busy, lots and lots of viewings going on, but it remains a very price sensitive market. Buyers have a lot of choice, and therefore you need to make your property stand out as much as possible, which leads me on to my latest article I've just done in the business. It's on page 16, is that right? That can't be right. No, sorry, there's been a slight typo there. It's 16, the property section, but I reckon it's closer to probably being 66. Anyway, it's all about what goes on at a viewing that you might not realize that people are actually looking at. So, for example, all about the senses. So make sure there's not too much clutter for the eyes, too much smell for the nose, and too much sound for the ears. So it's about making a nice, calm, neutral space and reading the road. So do pick that up and have a read of that. It could be quite useful. But one of the other things I just wanted to quickly mention when choosing an agent is I'm going to sort of deliver more of these into my vlog. Some things you might to think about to make sure that you do choose the right agent, because as I've said, it is a very price sensitive market, and choosing the agent will absolutely affect the price and the speed with which you get a sale. It will absolutely influence that. And one of the key things I think you need to get right is choose the agent that you feel sits right for your property, both in terms of style and pricing. Now, there's a good reason for that, certainly on the pricing. In this price sensitive market, an agent absolutely needs to be confident of their pricing. And that means they need to have sold similar things to yours in the area. So they need to be able to talk with confidence about price per square foot, how your house is better than another one, how they know one round the corner that yours might not be slightly as strongly as, and that's why this one is really good value. So they need to be able to confidently talk about that price. And also they need to be able to tap into their buyer book. So when you are an agent listing a property, obviously you can just list it on Rightmove and on the market and all the big portals and wait for the phone to ring. But equally, there should become a time when you look to phone out that property to your buyer book, be that before launch or it's not quite going as it should have done. And if an agent has sold similar properties to yours in terms of price and style, then they will have a really good, healthy buyer book. So they can tap into those buyers and see if they can get them to arrange a viewing. So absolutely think about the agent in terms of what do they normally sell. If they don't sell much like your property, then although they'll be able to have a good go at it, they just might not be able to bring that extra level of expertise to the party. So that's an important thing to think about. Well, of course, it does remain a price sensitive market, which means that for many buyers, they are also having to factor in the cost of a mortgage. And interestingly, this week, since the first time since June 2025, it became cheaper to rent than buy in 2/3 of the country. In the southeast, indeed, the average purchase price and mortgage that you need equates to £2,155 a month, and the average rental is £1,792 a month. So that's a difference of £363 if you buy versus rent. And that's not to obviously think about all the capital growth that goes into a property. That is just obviously your monthly outgoings, but that's fascinating, I think. That's obviously because of rising mortgage costs. The average 2-year deal is now at 5.35, and if the rates come down a bit, that will obviously tilt a bit. But here and now, yeah, interesting. So we've got lots of great properties that we can show you if you are thinking you'd like to enter the rental market. We do register with us. We do have our investor buyer book, and that means that you can register with us and we will let you know of properties that we think will be really good rentals if you are thinking that's a market that you want to go into. And on that note, going forward, there's going to be a slight change. So I am going to alternate every other week with my husband, James, who is going to bring you a weekly vlog on everything to do with lettings. So his will be, sorry, bi-weekly. So his will be one week, mine will be the next week. And that way we'll hopefully keep you up to speed with everything going on in both sales and lettings. But I hope you have a great week. The weather looks good, set to continue till the weekend, typical. But I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time. Bye-bye.